bring you up to speed with where we are here. So I finished my little chick. I did just some running stitch around the chick. And then I cut this little linen in half and stitched it to the back. I'm going to use that as a pocket. And you saw this part. So this morning, I was looking at this. I have the pages chosen for the signature, and I'm probably not going to use them. Well, maybe some of them. So I had this flipped over, and I'm like, okay, the 1-inch spine goes here. And I'm barely going to have enough to cover. So I'm going to trim the cover. And then go from there. So I think I'm going to take like a 1/2 inch off each side. I don't think it's going to matter, but somebody's been walking off with my knives. Gosh, it's hard to see that. Green on the green on the green. Okay, let's try that. So it's Saturday morning as I record this. So I'm only a day. I had done quite a few I'm gonna have to get Doug to cut this for me because my shoulder is too sore. I'll just mark it really well for him. So I had gotten really far ahead with my videos last weekend. But I'm a little more current now. So I thought, let's just have a crafty, chatty kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him to cut those for me because I cannot. My shoulder is like, I do have a doctor's appointment coming up for that. So last Sunday I went to the Nostalgia Show in Woodstock, and I got a couple of things. So I got this little piece that's going to go in this journal that has little chicks, and it's pink. This guy had everything all separated in little baggies, priced. I could have stood there all day. I didn't even look at some of this stuff. I just thought, oh shoot. I just thought, yeah, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. So I got this little booklet because I thought this is going to be a fantastic cover. 1938. So I think that'll be a fun journal. This I got for this journal as well. It's a little paper bag. I paid a lot of money for it, but I don't care. So it says Clark's Flour and Feed, stock and poultry feeds from our registered formulas. And then I got these two catalogs. This was from 1916 and it's embossed. And I think this is mostly roses. But this cover is gorgeous. So the insides aren't too exciting. But I do love that cover. And this one was only $1 because it's not in terribly great shape, but it does have some, look at those daffodils. Oh. So I can tear some of this stuff up and put it into this spring journal. Uh, 1937. I did get some cigarette cards that I've never had before. I don't know that these will go in the journal, but I wanted to share these with you. So these are portraits of I don't know that they're famous women, but look at this one with the roses in the background. I hope I'm getting this in camera. So this was just a hunk of a file. I was looking at some paper and I got some stuff from a guy. Oh, no. The two guys. There was this one guy. I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is an auction. A farm auction. Anyway, he had a wooden box and it was all full of paper. And I said, I don't want the box, I just want the paper. Gave me a relatively good deal. So it had a few checks in it. There's a voucher from a hardware store in Strathroy. Death notice from 1906. Here's some CN, Canadian National tickets. Oh, this is from the London and Port Stanley Railway. This is a timetable from 1950s. Pot minders. I'll have to save these for Catherine. She loves metal. It has little nuts and screws. Some blotters. It's from Canadian Pacific Railway. Some old postcards. Oh, this, ooh, I love this. Maybe I'll put that in this journal as well, because it's got this nice blue color. Telegram. This talks about during the war, Second World War, one couldn't purchase gas or oil between the hours of 7 at night and 7 in the morning. And not on Sunday at all. So these were given out to American tourists? I don't know. These just charmed the pants off me. So these are from a laundry in Paris. Not Paris, France, but Paris, Ontario. So these must be, these are a different size and a different name, but it's the same family, Lee. So it's a Chinese laundry. So there's a lot of writing on the back from 1925. But the fronts have nothing. I will share these in my Etsy shop. So there's a couple of different sizes. And this was from a different seller. And this was also in that box. So lots of oil, gas, cars. That's a nice one too. That's a good blue. I like it when they have pictures on them. $1934, $1921. That's 100 years old. Some letters. So I got some fun stuff to play with. I got some other stuff, but I'm not sure where it could be anywhere. I'll put these back away. So let's talk about what's going on with Etsy. So February has been a terrible, terrible month for sending parcels. So I sent a whole bunch of orders out like the 7th or 8th of February, and people still haven't received them. And occasionally I'm getting them back. So, I mean, I have sent Like this just came back this week. So I have sent parcels in these bubble mailers for years. And I like to use these plastic mailers because it's not going to get bent. It's not going to get wet. I weigh everything. I measure everything. And you can see from my Etsy comments that I've done thousands of orders, 5 stars across the board. And now I'm getting these back saying there's insufficient postage. Well, that's not true. And the item does not conform to letter mail standards. Please mail online or at a real retail outlet as a small packet. Well, if I can send this for $2 or $3, I think this one's $3.19 maybe. A small packet is going to cost like $12. So I am going to have to rethink, one, how I'm going to mail things, what I'm going to mail, and what I'm going to have to charge for shipping costs. Which I've really been struggling with, and some of you who have purchased from me on Etsy will know that I had my shop shut down for a couple of weeks, even past when I was on holidays, because I was just like, I don't even know how to cope with this. Yeah. So, and I don't want to charge gazillion dollars for shipping. I want to send things safely and cheaply because, I am very fortunate to live in an area where I have access to really cool stuff. And I want to share it. And like those laundry receipt sheets. Like, where are you going to see those? And I don't know, probably got 40 of them. I can't use 40. And I know there's lots of people out there who want to have things like that for their own journals. So, and it's only been my US orders. So I don't know. I have to do some research, find out what's going on. So I really want to thank everyone for your patience. And just know that I want to make things right. And I appreciate your willingness to continue to work with me through this difficult period. Okay. That's it. I'll have to deal with those when I'm done my... Okay. Next on the agenda. So as I said, I pulled some papers. So everything's going to have to be resized because I'm taking 1/2 inch off. A, and B, I'm not sure that I want to use these anymore. So I've been struggling with wanting to, no, the desire is there. I want to push myself to expand my skills, and use the great paper items that I have access to. And there's something wrong with my brain. So as I say, as I've said many, many times, the worst part for me is choosing pages for my signatures, because I'm like, oh, 4 signatures. I need 4 of these. I need 4 of these. I need 4 of these. And that's not how I want my journals to look. I want lots of variety, and I want to use lots of ephemera. But I also want to leave blank areas so that people can, do what they want with them. So I had some vintage letters. I had this vintage book from the 1940s that has bunnies, and so I had pulled 4 pages from the bunny book. I had some envelopes for a poultry breeding farm, and a couple of pages from a farm and hatchery that had little chicks along the bottom. I had some vintage wrapping paper that had, that one I'm not happy with. This one has daffodils, and this one has forsythia. Like, what is more spring than forsythia? And I just got to get through this mental block of mine that, everything has to be straight and symmetrical and square edges and 90-degree angles, and so I have to quit being so rigid with myself, and yeah, so that's gonna take some patience as well as I force myself outside of that box. And I've been struggling with this for a couple of months. So I've been reading a book called Steal Like an Artist. So it's about developing your skills and ability by copying other people, because you can't copy anything perfectly. So you're taking other people's ideas and expanding them. I've also been watching some videos about that, and one recently that really resonated with me was talking about how Michelangelo borrowed his and was inspired by ancient Greek art. And okay, so I want to spend some more time looking at other people's work and testing that out. So yesterday I was talking to Catherine, or we were texting back and forth, and I said, what is texture medium gesso? And she said no. Because I've been seeing people stenciling with texture medium, so I want to try that. The art store opens up at 10 this morning. I want to do less inking, less fussy cutting, and more layering of elements. So I hope as things sort of evolve, you'll stick with me and encourage me to, and maybe hold my feet to the flame a little. And stop me from my impulse to say that's good. And remember, it's not good enough. Push. So instead of getting out a couple journals a month, I might be getting out one every 2 months. But if you're like me and you want to do a little bit of experimenting, and or you have some suggestions of things I should try, let me know in the comments. Or if there's particular artists that you think I should be watching, comments below. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what I had initially chosen. These were the end pages, or the fly leaves from that bunny book. Where's that bunny book? The Happy Rabbit. And I thought, oh, those would be really cute pages for inside the journal. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. But, you know, maybe I could tear the bottom off and layer it with some other stuff and stitch them, you know. Okay, so I'm not going to throw those out. I chose this page from a children's book. Look at the daffodils. Is this the style I want to use? No. Much like this, and this. Okay, sure, they're yellow, but it's not the feeling I want. I had bought a book that had these watercolors in them. And I started, like, this one had some daffodils, narcissi, and I thought, okay, and I'll put this paper bag on. I have to stop thinking purely color. Like spring flowers. These are all from different ledgers about eggs and chickens and poultry and stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be a theme, Nancy. Anyway, so I just wanted to take this time to do a little chat and explain what's going on in my weird little head, and I'll be interested in hearing what your thoughts are. And yeah, so I think that's a video for today. I'm going to get Doug to trim this off for me, and I'm going to start all over again with choosing pages for my signatures. So thanks so much. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care.